Hello everyone, my name is Crow, and this is Project Architect 2. This is episode 35. So last time we set up our fission reactor, and it's chugging right along. It's holding steady at a burn rate of 40 millibuckets per tick. So it's producing waste at a pretty good clip. Last time we set up this isotopic centrifuge to turn the nuclear waste into plutonium, and that was sent over to our pressurized reaction chamber, which adds at that point it was plutonium and water and fluoride dust together to make the plutonium pellets. The plutonium pellets are very much only used for a couple things. It's only one crafting recipe. And after that, that's pretty much it. So I think I got like 75 or so to get enough for the SPS casings. And after that, I just switched it all over to polonium. I still have this here, but I didn't think it was necessary to basically make any more plutonium. Instead, I added this guy here, the solar neutron activator. And this is creating polonium. And it's going at also a pretty good clip. The bottleneck right now is my pressurized reaction chamber. So it's just chugging along. I should probably add some speed upgrades maybe, and some energy. Upgrades to this, just to speed it up a little bit. Any spent nuclear waste that it's creating is getting pumped up into these 4 barrels where it's being pretty evenly divided among the 4 barrels, and those are just decaying on their own. The product here, the plutonium, in this case, the polonium pellets, is getting sent down, and this ender chest is just on the other end in my ME system, has just an importer onto it. So, and as you can see, we are producing polonium at a pretty good rate. Pretty good. I mean, this is only using 1.12 FE per tick. That seems really low. But all right, but it looks like we've caught up with the production. So every time it turns nighttime, I do end up with a backlog of polonium because this guy only runs at night. But I mean, that's okay. At this point, we're entirely caught up. So, all right. Okay. So what is next? Well, first of all, let's check how many polonium we have. And let's see how many we need. So I think I needed 72 SPS casings. I don't know if I can make that yet. No. So I'm not quite halfway there on the polonium. So this just needs a little bit more time to turn enough fissile fuel into polonium. So, however, in the meantime, let's head on back to base. And I kind of outlined, these are the 2 chunks. This is where my SPS is going to be. But in the meantime, let's head back to base here. And I want to do a couple things. And these are going to be kind of like little, I guess, micro projects. Because what I want to do is I want to make this, a katana blade, and turn that into a mech katana. Oh, I actually had that all crafted. Cool. And then I can make a magnetizer. And now, I think this goes there. And now, this is awesome. That's sweet. So it looks like anytime I have the mekatana in my inventory, it will show up as, show up on my person. All right, so that's with no upgrades. It does 51 attack damage, much better than my axe here. I'll still keep the axe on me, just because I may need it. But I now have a better sword, just for kind of bumming around. I have my sword. It looks like it's going to be real nice. What I'd like to do now, though, is... Okay, so what I need to do now is is if we look at Apotheosis, I have a bunch of these infused hell shelves, and one of the primary uses for them is to make an enchantment library. So that's what I want to do. I can upgrade this enchantment library by basically changing exactly how much quanta I have. I will need 2 of these apparently at some point. So I guess let's do that now. Because I will want to keep one of these, and then if I have to craft this into the Tome of Knowledge to unlock all the transmutation things, I will need a second one. And if I'm going to do all this anyways, then at least I don't have to mess around twice. But the important thing here is the if we use the Library of Alexandria, or sorry, the Enchantment Library, and this applies as well to the Library of Alexandria. But what we can do is we can take an enchanting book, like let's say Swift Sneak. And actually, this is the perfect way to demonstrate it, because if I take one Swift Sneak 3 and stick it in there, that gives me 4 enchantment points up to level 3. But I can still extract a Swift Sneak 1 or a Swift Sneak 2. But now I only have 1 point left. So if I pull up my last Swift Sneak, then it won't work anymore. But I still have the Swift Sneak 3 as the max level. So you do need to be a little bit careful about pulling out all the different things you have. You don't want to like bottom out if you stick like Fortune in there. Basically, as long as you maintain at least that one highest level Fortune 1, even if it's only 1 point in there, then it'll still remember it. So then after you stick a bunch more Fortune, you'll be fine. So what I want to do though is I want to. This is gonna take forever. And here's why I kept that axe. Okay, I should be able to do this. What I need is an EMC link. Just the basic one is fine. And then I want to do a industrial foregoing, and I want to do an enchantment extractor. So what this will do is this will allow me to strip enchantments off of items, say oh, here's good. Say projectile protection. And then it will strip off that enchantment. And what I can do is I can have the enchanted book output send up to the top. So where's my book? I can have this pull from the back, which will pull books out of this EMC link. So I don't have to worry about keeping this topped up. I will need to have some kind of, I don't know if I have any wireless power around here. I should. That'll keep this guy topped up. And then There's the golden chest plate. I wonder if I can get a... I should be able to upgrade this, right? Iron barrel. Yes. Okay. So what I will do is I will input from the bottom, and then I will output to the bottom. Enchanted book goes up to the top. Essence, it shouldn't do anything with essence. Yes. Which means I can now go in here and pull out all these different things that I've had going on. And it should, we can see that we already have protection, projectile protection. We got mending coming in, fire protection, feather falling, depth strider. So it is chugging right along. This is great. This will allow me to kind of process through all of these things, all these broken and, items. And then I can, like the elytra, I can just go in my source system. That's fine. But like all these golden chest plates, they're just going to go in the garbage. There's no need to keep any of this junk. Okay, so we're back, and I went through and let's see here. Should have enough. I pre-crafted the HTP sheets while I was waiting for the plutonium and the polonium, or rather the polonium pellets to finish. So that should be easy. And since it's nighttime, this isn't working. It's just backed up, which is fine for now. But I can break this because it has no radioactive stuff inside it. And then what I also did is I turned this off. So this will finish, it will fill up. I think it can hold 9, or sorry, I think it can hold 10. Yeah, it can hold 10,000 mil buckets, which is 10 buckets, which is 10 dust worth. So I'll leave it for now. I'm going to let it fill up with polonium. The trick for all these mechanism machines is you can see this has radiation around it, so you do not want to break it as is. Just like this has radiation in it, so you don't want to break it. Because I turned this off and this wasn't spitting anything into the pipe, and neither was this. This doesn't have anything in it, so you can break this in particular, just not any, just like these ones. So you just got to be really careful about what does and does not have radiation inside of it. Okay, so but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this. I'm going to have, because this is making the polonium, and so I'm going to have this finish filling up this, and then I'll disconnect it from this side, and that way this is only coming over here to the SPS. The SPS is one of the final multi-blocks from Mechanism. I believe it's like this. So it's like this on all sides. All right, and that's that. So just like the other machines, end up with the perfect amount here. Okay, so I need a couple things here. This is going to be my input for my, yeah, so this is input for the gas. really have any. It's going to be my output for the gas. And this is going to be my input for the coil. You do have to have a supercharged coil directly connected to one of these SPS ports. All right, and now this is where power becomes an issue. This will literally, like it holds 400 million. This will take and use as much power as you can give it. I really need to, when I hook this thing up, I really need to see exactly what my power situation is, because I know I'm not making enough. This is output, yeah. So then this is where my antimatter is going to come out. This should output automatically. I might not need to do that, but okay. This is still disconnected, so it shouldn't be doing anything. So let's head back and sleep, and then we'll come back here. Okay, I should be able to get rid of this and this. And that. Okay, and so now we see this is radioactive. It's turned off. That's weird. Oh, okay. Well, that works then. That way I get my last 10 pellets out of it. And then this is completely empty, ready for the next step. And we see it's going. So the SPS will run as long as you're inputting polonium and as long as there's power. At this point, it's dead on power. It's basically only going at 80,000 FE per tick. And we have 1 millibucket of antimatter. Not bad, not bad at all. This is something that will go gradually. Yeah, I really got to figure out a better power solution, because my current power system, I know, is not going to keep up with this. So, all right, but that's a tomorrow problem, I think. So, anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any tips or tricks or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.